What if I told you there are trucks so massive they can haul loads heavier than entire buildings, military tanks, and even industrial machines weighing over 1,000 tons? These are not ordinary semi-trucks. They are mechanical giants built with insane engines, extreme torque, and enough pulling power to move what most people would call impossible. In today's video, you're about to see the biggest heavy haul trucks ever created. And trust me, as this list goes on, these machines only get crazier. What kind of truck does it take to pull military tanks, massive turbines, and oversized industrial cargo across some of the harshest terrain on Earth? The answer is the legendary Oshkosh M911. Built in the late 1970s in the United States for extreme military heavy haul operations, the M911 was engineered to move loads so massive that ordinary road trucks simply could not survive the job. Measuring around 32.5 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, and standing over 10.8 feet tall, this machine instantly dominates the road with its aggressive military stance and oversized chassis. The tractor alone weighs nearly 31,000 pounds, while fully loaded transport combinations can exceed 165,000 pounds gross weight. Under the cab sits a massive 14.6-liter Detroit diesel V8 engine, producing around 450 horsepower and more than 1,475 pound-feet of torque, giving the truck relentless pulling force under extreme loads. Despite its enormous weight, the Oshkosh M911 can still reach speeds of nearly 55 miles per hour, maintaining steady momentum even while hauling military armor and industrial equipment across difficult terrain. Its 8x6 drivetrain delivers incredible traction through 6 powered wheels, while the heavy-duty automatic transmission ensures smooth torque delivery under pressure. Reinforced suspension systems with parabolic springs and hydraulic shocks keep the truck stable while transporting high-center cargo over rough roads and uneven surfaces. Visually, the M911 looks less like a highway truck and more like a machine built for war. The raised cab, giant tires, massive front bumper, and triple rear axles give it a brutal industrial appearance impossible to ignore. And once the Detroit diesel engine starts roaring, the deep mechanical growl sounds powerful enough to shake the ground itself. Over the years, surplus M911 found civilian use in places like Qatar, the UAE, and parts of Africa, where operators used them to haul transformers, turbines, bridge sections, and oversized steel structures across long desert routes with no rail infrastructure. Even today, restored Oshkosh M911 trucks remain legendary among heavy haul enthusiasts, standing as symbols of raw mechanical strength and military-grade durability. Kenworth C500. Built for the toughest hauling operations in North America, the Kenworth C500 became one of the most respected heavy haul trucks ever placed on the road. Originally engineered for mining sites, oil fields, oversized freight, and extreme industrial transport, this machine was designed to pull loads that standard highway trucks could never survive handling. Measuring over 30 feet in length and weighing more than 35,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, the C500 delivers an intimidating road presence the moment it appears on the highway. Under its giant hood, operators could equip powerful Caterpillar or Cummins diesel engines producing more than 600 horsepower and over 2,050 pound-feet of torque, giving the truck enough pulling power to move gigantic transformers, turbines, drilling equipment, and massive steel structures across mountains, deserts, and frozen roads. Depending on configuration and load setup, the truck could reach top speeds of around 65 miles per hour. Although its real strength was never speed, it was unstoppable pulling power under extreme weight. Its reinforced chassis, Heavy-duty planetary axles and industrial-grade suspension were specifically built to endure punishing terrain where weaker trucks would literally fail under stress. The tall hood, oversized cooling system, towering exhaust stacks, and aggressive stance make the C500 look more like a moving industrial machine than a conventional semi-truck. And once the turbocharged diesel engine starts roaring, the deep mechanical sound instantly announces raw, heavy-haul authority. Many configurations used 8x6 and 8x8 drivetrains, allowing maximum traction while pulling cargo weighing hundreds of tons through remote oil routes and oversized transport corridors. In regions like Alaska, Western Canada, and the American oil belt, the Kenworth C500 became a critical machine for industries operating far beyond normal highways. Some specialized versions were even equipped with ballast boxes, extra cooling systems, and heavy recovery winches for extreme transport missions. Even today, decades after its introduction, restored and customized C500s continue appearing at trucking expos and oversized load convoys, where they still look powerful enough to drag an entire building down the highway. Peterbilt 389. Introduced as one of the last true long-nose American highway legends, the Peterbilt 389 quickly became a favorite among heavy-haul operators who demanded both brute strength and unmistakable road presence. Built in the United States for oversized freight, specialized transport, and long-distance heavy hauling, this truck combines classic American styling with serious industrial capability. Measuring around 30 feet in length and standing nearly 13 feet tall, the 389 dominates the highway with its stretched chrome hood, massive grille, and towering dual exhaust stacks. Depending on configuration, the truck can weigh over 20,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, and fully loaded heavy-haul setups can exceed 200,000 pounds gross combined weight. Under the hood, operators often spec powerful Cummins X15 or Caterpillar diesel engines producing up to 605 horsepower and more than 2,050 pound-feet of torque. Despite its enormous hauling capability, the Peterbilt 389 can still reach top speeds of nearly 75 miles per hour on open highways when unloaded, delivering both power and long-haul efficiency. Its heavy-duty transmission options, reinforced frame rails, and advanced air suspension systems allow the truck to stay stable even while pulling gigantic transformers, wind turbine sections, construction machinery, and oversized industrial cargo. Visually, the 389 is impossible to ignore. The polished chrome, long wheelbase, oversized fuel tanks, and aggressive stance make it look like the definition of the American trucking industry itself. And when that turbo diesel engine begins roaring through the straight pipes, the deep mechanical sound echoes across the highway with pure heavy-haul authority. In regions across the United States, Canada, and Australia, the Peterbilt 389 became a symbol of power for operators handling impossible loads over thousands of miles. Even today, customized 389 heavy haulers remain some of the most respected and recognizable trucks ever built, proving that raw torque, classic design, and highway dominance never go out of style. Imagine standing beside a truck so massive, so brutally overbuilt, that it looks capable of pulling an entire building straight down the highway. That's exactly the feeling the Pacific P16 gives the moment its engine comes to life. Built in Canada during the 1960s for the harshest industrial environments imaginable, the Pacific P16 quickly earned a reputation as one of the toughest heavy-haul trucks ever created. Designed for logging operations, mining sites, oil fields, and oversized freight transport, this machine was engineered with one goal only: unstoppable pulling power. Measuring more than 31 feet in length and weighing over 34,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, the P16 looked more like a steel monster than a conventional highway truck. Beneath its enormous hood sat massive Cummins and Detroit diesel engines producing over 600 horsepower and more than 2,000 pound-feet of torque, giving the truck enough strength to haul gigantic transformers, turbines, logging equipment, and mining machinery. Depending on configuration, some Pacific P16 heavy haul setups were capable of moving loads exceeding 500,000 pounds, making them among the most powerful road-going trucks of their era. Depending on gearing and load setup, the Pacific P16 could reach speeds of around 60 miles per hour, although speed was never the priority. Its real power came from its ability to keep moving through terrain where most trucks would simply give up. The reinforced steel chassis, planetary axles, and industrial-grade suspension allowed the P16 to survive brutal mountain roads, muddy logging trails, and frozen industrial routes across Canada and Alaska. Many versions used 8x8 drivetrains, delivering incredible traction even under extreme hauling conditions. Visually, the truck commanded attention everywhere it went. The giant square hood, towering ride height, oversized tires, and aggressive front grille made it look like a machine built for industrial warfare. And when that massive diesel engine roared under full load, the deep mechanical sound echoed through valleys like rolling thunder. Even decades later, the Pacific P16 remains one of the most legendary heavy haul trucks ever built, a true symbol of raw mechanical strength and unstoppable engineering. What does it look like when European engineering decides to build a truck capable of hauling entire industrial giants across continents? Meet the DAF XF Heavy Haul, a machine designed to combine long-distance comfort with extreme heavy transport capability. Built in the Netherlands and engineered for oversized freight operations across Europe, the DAF XF Heavy Haul quickly became known for moving massive cargo through highways, mountain passes, and dense urban transport routes where precision mattered just as much as raw power. Stretching close to 30 feet in length and weighing more than 20,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, the truck carries a modern yet intimidating road presence. Under the cab, operators could spec powerful PACCAR MX diesel engines producing up to 530 horsepower and nearly 1,900 pound-feet of torque, delivering the kind of pulling strength required for transporting turbines, bridge sections, construction equipment, and gigantic industrial machinery. Depending on configuration and load setup, some heavy haul combinations exceeded 250,000 pounds gross combined weight, making the XF one of Europe's most capable transport machines. Despite its enormous hauling ability, the truck can still reach top speeds of around 56 miles per hour, limited electronically for safety and European transport regulations. Its advanced automated transmission, reinforced chassis, and multi-axle heavy haul configurations provide exceptional stability while carrying oversized cargo through narrow roads and difficult terrain. Visually, the DAF XF Heavy Haul looks refined, yet incredibly powerful. The massive front grille, aerodynamic cab design, towering mirrors, and oversized axles create a presence that instantly stands out on European highways. And when the turbo diesel engine begins pulling under full load, the deep mechanical sound combined with the whistle of the turbocharger creates a feeling of controlled industrial power. Across countries like Germany, the Netherlands, France, and Scandinavia, these trucks became essential for transporting wind turbine components, factory equipment, and massive steel structures over thousands of miles. Even today, the DAF XF Heavy Haul remains one of the most respected heavy transport trucks in Europe, proving that modern engineering and brute hauling strength can exist in the same machine. Long before modern aerodynamic trucks took over the highways, there was a machine that looked like it had been built purely to intimidate everything around it. That machine was the Mack Super-Liner, one of the most respected heavy-haul trucks ever produced by Mack Trucks. Introduced in the late 1970s for the toughest transport operations in North America and Australia, the Super-Liner quickly earned a reputation for handling loads that pushed ordinary trucks beyond their limits. Measuring close to 30 feet in length and weighing more than 22,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, this truck carried a massive road presence that instantly demanded attention. Beneath its long steel hood sat powerful Mack E9 V8 diesel engines producing up to 500 horsepower and over 1,700 pound-feet of torque, delivering the kind of pulling power needed for extreme oversized transport. Depending on trailer setup and axle configuration, some Mack Super-Liner heavy haul combinations were capable of moving loads exceeding 300,000 pounds across highways, mining routes, and industrial corridors. Even with its enormous hauling capability, the truck could still reach speeds of nearly 70 miles per hour when operating unloaded on open roads. Its reinforced chassis, industrial-grade suspension, and heavy-duty driveline components allowed it to survive brutal terrain, steep inclines, and punishing work environments for years. Many versions were configured as 6x4, 8x6, and 10x6 heavy haulers, giving operators maximum traction while transporting giant transformers, mining equipment, steel structures, and construction machinery. Visually, the Super-Liner looked exactly like a heavy-haul legend should. The aggressive chrome grille, towering exhaust stacks, oversized fuel tanks, and muscular body design made it appear unstoppable on the highway. And when the massive diesel engine roared under full load, the deep mechanical rumble sounded more like industrial machinery than a road truck. Across Australia's outback and North America's heavy transport routes, the Mack Super-Liner became famous for taking on impossible hauling jobs without hesitation. Even decades later, restored Super-Liners continue to dominate truck shows and oversized load convoys, proving why this machine remains one of the greatest heavy-haul icons ever built. Most trucks are built to carry cargo. The Oshkosh M1070 HET was built to carry war machines. Developed by Oshkosh Defense for the U.S. Army's Heavy Equipment Transporter program, the M1070 HET became one of the most extreme military heavy-haul trucks ever engineered. Its primary mission was simple but brutal: transport massive armored vehicles like the M1 Abrams tank across deserts, mountains, and active combat zones where ordinary transport trucks would never survive. Measuring nearly 35 feet long and weighing more than 40,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, the M1070 instantly looks more like a military fortress on wheels than a normal road truck. Power comes from a gigantic 18.1-liter Caterpillar C18 turbo diesel engine generating around 700 horsepower and over 2,500 pound-feet of torque, giving the truck incredible pulling strength under extreme load conditions. Depending on trailer setup and mission requirements, full hauling combinations can exceed 230,000 pounds gross combined weight while transporting tanks, armored vehicles, and oversized military equipment. Even with that enormous weight, the truck can still reach speeds of nearly 50 miles per hour while maintaining stable off-road performance. Its advanced automatic transmission, 8x8 all-wheel drive system, and central tire inflation technology allow the M1070 to maintain traction across mud, snow, sand, and rocky battlefield terrain. Reinforced suspension components and a military-grade chassis help the truck survive conditions that would destroy conventional heavy haulers within hours. Visually, the M1070 looks absolutely intimidating. The armored-style cab, oversized off-road tires, raised suspension, and massive front profile make it appear unstoppable from every angle. And once the huge Caterpillar diesel engine starts roaring under load, the deep mechanical sound echoes with pure military power. Throughout operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Europe, the Oshkosh M1070 became one of the most trusted transport machines for moving critical combat equipment through dangerous environments. Even today, it remains one of the toughest and most respected heavy-haul military trucks ever built, proving that few machines on Earth can match its combination of strength, durability, and battlefield capability. What if a single truck had enough power to pull the weight of multiple passenger airplanes combined? That insane level of hauling capability is exactly what made the Nicolas Tractomas one of the most extreme heavy transport machines ever created. Built in France by Nicolas Industries specifically for ultra-heavy haul operations, the Tractomas was engineered for jobs so massive that ordinary heavy haul trucks simply could not survive them. Measuring over 39 feet in length and weighing more than 55,000 pounds before attaching a trailer, this gigantic machine looks more like a locomotive on tires than a conventional road truck. Under its enormous cab sat a massive 27-liter V12 diesel engine capable of producing up to 1,200 horsepower and more than 4,000 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful road-legal trucks ever built. Depending on configuration, the Nicolas Tractomas was capable of hauling loads exceeding 1,000 tons, allowing it to transport gigantic transformers, power station equipment, turbines, and industrial structures across continents. Even with that unbelievable pulling capability, the truck could still reach speeds of around 50 miles per hour when operating under lighter loads. Its reinforced multi-axle chassis, heavy-duty transmission system, and advanced hydraulic suspension allowed the Tractomas to maintain stability while carrying cargo that literally outweighed entire buildings. Many versions were configured with 8x8 and 10x10 drivetrains, delivering incredible traction on steep industrial routes and oversized transport corridors. Visually, the Tractomas looks absolutely intimidating. The massive cab design, giant cooling system, oversized tires, and enormous frame give the impression of a machine built without limits. And when that gigantic V12 engine begins pulling under full load, the deep mechanical roar sounds more like a ship engine than a highway truck. Across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, Nicolas Tractomas trucks became legendary for handling impossible transport missions in power plant construction and heavy industrial projects. Even today, the Tractomas remains one of the most powerful heavy haul trucks ever engineered, a machine built to move loads that most people would consider impossible to transport by road. These massive heavy haul trucks prove that when it comes to raw pulling power, human engineering can create machines that almost seem impossible. From military transport giants to extreme industrial haulers, each one was built to move loads most vehicles could never handle. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more insane trucks, heavy machines, and unbelievable engineering creations.